shouting, full of fire and smoke, preaching about the world like it's some kind of joke. Says he loves peace, but his tongue cuts deep, keeps folks awake when they trying to sleep. 1 second smiling, next he's throwing flames, talking so wild they forgot his name. He got the mind-stained blues, Lord, can't you see? Every word he speaks, spill misery. Folks don't argue, they just refuse. They walk away from that mind-stained blues. You got the mind-stained blues, oh yes, it's true. Every time he talks, something foul comes through. Got a mouth full of facts that don't hold no weight. Spits like he's wise, but he's preaching hate. Claims he's a healer, claims he's woke, but his love's just a cruel man's joke. Joy to rage like a rattlesnake strike, talking about peace while he picks a fight. He got the mind-stained blues, can't wash it off. Every word he spills just makes folks scoff. Folks don't listen, they pay no dues. They done tuned out them mind-stained blues. Yeah, he got the mind-stained blues and it sticks like glue. The more he talks, the less sounds true. Mirror full of lies, dressed up like grace, painted smile on a weathered face. But you scratch that mask and what you find is thorns in a crown and a crooked mind. Talks about sinners, but he sins the same. Blaming the fire, but he feeds the flame. Every word's a trap, every smile's a blade, and folks walk off when the dues get paid. Ain't no reasoning, ain't no peace, just a river of noise that never ceases. He got the mind-stained blues soaked down deep. Ain't no prayer gonna help him sleep. Folks just sigh, they've had their cues. Ain't no fixing that mind-stained blues. Yeah, he got the mind-stained blues, and we all knew that every word he speaks just turns the sky untrue. Yeah, it's like bad now. So if you see him coming, don't catch his eye, or you'll wear them stains till the day you die.
Good genes too.
Oh man, here we go again. We're going to create change, make it happen this time. Let's go, always good vibes. Get out of the open, I can feel it, it's going to be a good day, a great day. Let's go, always good vibes. Create change, let's go, always good vibes. Change, let's go,
Yeah. Good vibes after dark coming at you with Creating Change here. My name is Guy. Welcome, Brother Clint. Gen X in the house. Welcome to your people on your side, my people on my side, and anybody else coming in. We appreciate you being here. Please hit the like button. Share the live stream out. We can't promise exactly what it's all going to be about, but it'll be respectful indeed. So appreciate you being here.
100%.
What's up, Brother Clint?
Hey, brother, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it, man.
Dude, it's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure, man. You know, this is one of them topics as you know, we get started with this thing. Welcome everybody. This is Gen X, and my name is Creating Change. My name is Guy. My channel's name is Creating Change. We welcome you here. We're gonna touch base with some of these issues. You know, Charlie Kirk was not someone that I necessarily followed everything he did, but I knew about the man. And the one thing that impacted me the most over this last couple days, more than as much as what, not only his death and the way that it happened, but, you know, my boy, that was one thing that when he comes home from school, he'll want to share something with me or talk about something. And that was one of the first things he brought up to me. And I'm like, man, this dude really had, and that's not somebody that I like, you know, showed to my kid or anything like that. That's somebody that he naturally had found, or you know, however the thing works. And I was like, well, man, this guy, you know, he really was trying to make an impact. So, you know, but man, the thing that has really just affected myself is just that the reactions by some of these folks, the jeering and the cheering on of this man's horrible death. And
It's
I just, man,
dude, guys, it's you know, I feel like I'm becoming the generation that's before me, because when they were older, you'd hear them say things like, "This is sickening. This is sickening." And this is probably one of the first times in my life I really got to use that term. It was like I'm getting to that point in my life where it's sickening. You know, it was so normal for so long. Now it's just getting sickening, man. But first thing I want to say is, hey to everybody that showed up. I wanted everybody in my chat to know I did drop Creating his link in there. So please, if you haven't already, come over and sub up. This is his channel. We're just kind of doing something tonight we wanted to try. And I also wanted to say, anything we talk about tonight is our opinion. We believe in our opinion. We're strong about our opinion, but this is our opinion, just like you're allowed to have yours. We're probably not going to get real deep into things where it's opinionated, but you know, if anybody's offended, talk to your mama. You know, this is our opinion, and this is our show, and that's what we're going to do.
Indeed.
As far as I'm concerned.
I back that 1000%. You know, but as we have often stated, I believe that every topic can be spoke on when come at with respect from both sides as best as you can, as best as you possibly can as a human being, and that's all you can do.
Yep.
But then there's times, as I've said, and you have said too, that man, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, and you ain't standing for nobody. And you know, this is one of them times when I can say that no matter what your reasoning behind it may be, cheering a death on like that, there's something wrong within you. There's something that you're not feeling that most people do feel. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
yeah. That man was no different than any other American. He was a 31-year-old father of 2 children under the age of 5 with a beautiful wife who's been doing, regardless of what you may think of his ideals, he's been doing solid, straight, hard work since he was 18. And he built a life.
Yeah.
And he was assassinated in front of other kids on a damn college campus. You know, in front of his 2 kids, in front of his wife.
Oh man.
You know, that just, and the man's never done nothing violent. He's never ran for any kind of office or anything. It was just his beliefs that somebody disagreed with, and that's all he did was talk about his beliefs. That was his job. Talk about his beliefs.
And
somebody didn't like it, so they shot him in public.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. And dude,
you know, and I don't get it. I don't get where it's okay. I don't get how somebody can say that was the right thing or a good thing or a great thing or all these disgusting things. It's all over TikTok, all over YouTube. You know, Guy, you was telling me you know, you didn't mean to, but you saw that video yesterday, and you asked me if I'd seen it, and I was like, I saw a video, but the one I saw was blurred out. Thank God. And I was scrolling through today, as sure as shit. Sorry about my language, y'all. I come across that video. I'm playing it. I didn't know that's what it was going to do.
Yeah.
And there was no blur. There was no nothing. I saw everything. And I can only imagine what the people who were standing there listening to this man speak, you know, their attention is fully on his face. He had just said something. He had just said a word. You know, so everybody's focused on him, and they saw that, and people were saying that's okay. Like how? How?
It leaves you speechless, man.
You know,
and
it does. And then when I first heard about it, Go ahead.
No. Well, what I was going to say is he was actually doing what college is out there for. It's for open debate. It's for civil discourse. It's for the exercise of different opinions. That's how you get smarter. Otherwise, you just dumb yourself down your whole life. And he was doing it in the right way. He wasn't calling people names. He was putting fact on the table,
Nope.
and that's the part for me that it's like, well, even though I may not have followed the dude all that much or whatever, he was doing something. He wasn't just a talking head.
Yeah.
He was out there in the world trying to affect change. And
yep. And he was assassinated. He was assassinated for it. You know, he wasn't murdered. That man was assassinated.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Dude,
It's
laid
crazy,
in wait.
man. It's crazy.
The killer supposedly laid in wait for this person, you know, to have that happen, bro. And that's sickening. That's sickening.
Yeah.
Love you.
And
Love you
when I heard about it yesterday, bye, mama. When I heard about it yesterday, it was I think when I heard about it, it had happened 49 minutes earlier, and
wow.
I saw it on the YouTube feed, and I Googled it real quick to make sure what I was, you know, the title was one of them bullcrap titles, and sure as crap, stuff was going down. So I clicked on the video. It was an MSNBC video, and they were, you know, I clicked on it just to get the info of like what the hell, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, they're talking about it, and there was a grown man who's a professional broadcaster who's been taught how to speak, who's been taught proper journalism, and his comment was, well, you know, we don't know if he's, you know, passed on, and we don't know if this was an attempted murder or if this was just people celebrating in the crowd, just shooting off, you know, pew pews in the air. And I'm sitting there like, how can you say that? Now that I saw what I saw, how could you say that's what happened? Who shoots off pew pews in the air at a college campus in celebration?
Right.
Who does that?
Right.
Who does that? You know, it's I don't understand how they even said that. And I'm like, this man just passed away, and you were saying this nonsense, and they turned right around behind it and said, well, you say evil things are going to happen to you. I'm like, the man, this just happened less than an hour ago. Why are you saying this shit?
The man's still fighting.
What the hell,
for his
man?
life, man. Like,
yeah,
you don't even know if he's passed away yet, and you're wanting to talk this nonsense. That is just a part for me that's where I see the problem at. Is like, man, nobody's being like, look, at some point, man, when you're saying those types of things, man, you don't deserve the platform in which that you have. You know, you need to go back to moral school and find some.
yes, yes,
you know,
yeah. There used to be some kind of admirability to journalism.
Yep.
You know, it was a big deal. If you was a journalist, that meant something, you know.
Yep.
And you know, it was always about the truth. It was always about finding the complete story.
Yep.
Now they don't need it. They just need a title. They don't need the whole story. They can make that up, and then they can retract it tomorrow. It doesn't matter. They need the news today.
Yeah.
And it's just insane to watch. So I didn't watch no more. I didn't watch it from Fox. I didn't watch it from CNN. Only thing I've seen since then is stuff from TMZ and other small, well, not small, but other creators on YouTube who are posting things. But because when I saw MSNBC did it, I'm like, well, there's definitely going to be retaliation. So everybody's going to be using this for everything other than what it should be. I don't want to watch nobody. I don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. And Cash, I see you commenting there. I see your comment, leftist idiots. You know, let's not try to go that hard tonight. But I will agree there's leftist idiots if you agree there's right wing idiots, because they're both just too
well, there's extreme on every aspect. There's extreme or those idiots, as we would maybe refer. I don't draw no party line. Like I've told you, man, I'm the kind of dude that I get that everybody has to kind of give and take in this situation. You can't be a hard liner, or you're not going to get nothing done. There's no negotiation.
Nothing's going to get done.
Nothing's going to get done. You're going to have a bunch of people up there making a bunch of nice stances, but nothing getting accomplished, which is basically what we've boiled down to in a lot of ways with what we have going on now with our media. It's all about their, they don't report the fact. They don't just report. They're trying to create a narrative is the word I'm looking for. They're trying to create their own narrative, and that's not journalism, guys. That's not what I call fair reporting. And you should be like, for myself, I can tell you, my little channel, you let some jackass come on here and let it come out their mouth that they're celebrating someone's death like that, I will remove them from my stage faster than before they can get that end of the sentence out of their mouth. I will do my best to remove them from my stage, because I do not condone that. And same for right here in my own home. So you let some idiot come in here and acting like it's a celebration that anybody passed by. I don't care where, I don't, that kind of stuff. You don't celebrate. That's not a celebration like that. Not my dog's. I don't even know. Sorry about that, but he's on the hunt. My dog, he's agreeing with me, I guess. But
get him, Bugs.
Get him, Bugs. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's the kind of stuff that's just out of, the whole situation, not even knowing a whole lot about the man personally, other than a little bit that that everybody knows. But just the whole idea behind, man, that was a dad, a son, a brother, a husband, that was a man behind that. And there should be some type of respect of, like on both sides about that. Like there should be some sort of
it should
line drew, like, come on, guys, but that's one of those
people they're not taught that. They're not taught respect no more, man. It's impossible to almost find anymore. It's insane. I don't know. Something happened. Something
starts at home, bro.
Something bad.
Starts at school, starts at home. It starts in a lot of different ways. And like I say, man, before I come, man, if I seen my boy on social media, like I seen some of these youngins today that happened to be on it, celebrating or acting like it was some kind of joyous thing because they didn't agree with the way that this man may have seen things, that he passed on. Man, if that was my own kid, I'd yoke him up so fast it'd make his head spin. They're like, dude, you don't deserve to be on this play. You don't deserve to get to talk about this no more. That's not the way we do things. And I think that's also, I know that he ain't gonna, I know that he will never, he'll never go out and do that kind of thing, because he just knows that's not you don't celebrate like that. That's not cool. It's not cool. Just like filming somebody get beat up or hurt real bad, instead of trying to be like, hey guys, break this stuff up, man. Don't be that guy filming somebody getting beat up, hurt, and not trying to do something. Don't do that. I'm gonna try not to be that person anyway, if I can. You know what I mean? I don't want that viral video. I don't want that. That's not what. That's not what I'm shooting for. But hey, shout out to everybody here. Got 62 in the house. We appreciate every one of you. If you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe. My name is Guy. This is Creating Change. This is Brother Clint there at GenX. We're coming at you with our opinions, man. We're both here from the mountains, and we both are men that have our own opinions. Some we agree, some we see eye to eye, and some maybe we see things a little bit differently. But the way that it works is because we come at each other with respect. When Brother Clint has something to say, then I'm trying to listen and understand where he's coming from, and vice versa. And I think that's where we all need to start. It needs to start with like, hey, bro, no name, like I've told you, I'll debate anybody. First rule, though, one rule, we can't call each other names. And you'll silence a lot of people like that. You'll shut a lot of people up just by saying, well, look, we can't call each other names. We can debate the topics, but we can't start with that, because as soon as you do that, you no longer have a conversation. There's a defense there now. So that's the way that we get to speak on these types of things. But man, it's nice to have this conversation and get some of this stuff dumped off my chest, because I felt like it needed to be spoke on in our own little way. We may not have huge platforms, but what little platform we have, I don't mind at all.
No. I mean, and that's what it's here for, to get situations like this out of you and off your chest. And You know,
Yep.
and yes, Karen, his two children and his wife were in attendance. Um,
Oh
and
God,
I seen somebody, you know, I've already done blocked a few people. We've had few fools.
oh,
Um,
okay. I
I've
can't.
already had to remove a few. Yeah.
Good job,
So,
man. Good job.
yeah, I'm catching them when I can. And, you know, any of
Okay.
my mods, I know Jimenez in there. If you see
Yeah.
somebody going
Vice
that
versa,
way,
if
just
you're
going, yeah, we ain't even playing with that stuff. No, not like that. You want to talk about it and whatnot, cool. But
that's right.
some of that stuff that was just
That's
said,
right.
yeah, no, no. But what was it? What did I see?
Yeah, we
Respect is
don't need
earned,
all
and he
we
was
don't need all that.
absolutely a despicable. Well, Chris Beebe, first, that's part of the problem. Respect isn't earned. Respect should be given, and then when somebody shows they don't deserve it, you take it away. That's how it was when I was a kid. You respected
Yep.
everybody first. Then when they
Mhm.
showed you a reason not to respect them, you took it away. That whole
Yep.
respect earned thing is some macho bullshit that come up in the movies in the 70s and 80s, and that's why y'all are acting a goddamn fool. That's the problem.
Yep. That's right.
That's the problem.
That's right.
Respect should be shown at all times. At all
Yep.
times. You
Yep.
know, and
Indeed.
so I disagree with that. And, you know, to call somebody despicable because of what they believe in, like he never done nothing. He
It
never held an
never hurt.
office. He never did any. Yeah. He didn't go to the. He didn't. I don't. He went to the military, right? He went straight from high school to what he does.
To starting a business, to starting Turning Point. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
so what's despicable? What's despicable that he was a very religious fella and he had beliefs? You know, I mean, I'm not trying to say I agree with all of his stuff. I really don't know all the stuff. Only thing I ever
No.
seen was his videos of him using facts, debating people, and kind of shutting them down the
Yep.
majority of the time I ever saw. You know,
Yep.
that's all I can really say. You know, that's the God's honest truth.
Well,
And
he's
so it's
being
not that I agree with his, but he wasn't
and he
despicable. You know, he was a good man who did what he believed was the best, and was, you know, helping with the youth and stuff. And that's despicable. Like I don't get
well,
that. Thank you. Get that.
he's being
Thank
called despicable for exercising the same right in which that you think you have to put some old foul stuff down about someone. That's freedom of speech. You have the right to think what you want to say or say what you want. But so
you.
did he. And that doesn't make him a
Yes.
despicable person, doesn't make you a despicable person. It makes us utilizing the freedoms that there's been a lot of blood lost to keep for us here. And he was exercising that right in the right way. He was going to colleges where that is a part. That's what college is for, is to have that open dialogue, open debate, and that civil discord and differences of opinions and talk and debate it. He was doing that. But that's what you think
Yeah.
makes him despicable? Well, that's the same right that he was exercising to do that very thing is the same right you're exercising to type some old foul stuff in somebody's comments. So I would think about those kind
Okay.
of
And
things. You know?
I want to speak on this one comment, Sean Boswell. You know, I like it when people talk. I mean, it's cool. And it says, "What about what he said?" Oh, I'm losing it here. It's moving on me fast. What about what he said about black people and black pilots? I don't know. Like I said, I never followed the dude. I'm not a fan or anything like that. I don't know what he said, and if he did say anything, what he said may have been despicable, but it don't deserve to be shot in public on a college campus because he said something. The First Amendment provides him that. You ain't got to agree with it. You ain't got to like it, but to shoot him in front of his family, in front of college kids, you know, because
And
you
that's
don't like
somehow
something he said.
right.
I
Right.
mean, if he said that, what he said was despicable, and that may make him a bit of a bad person. I don't know. I don't want to condemn what I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
What I do know is even if he did say that, he just said shit. What
Well,
happened?
the whole
What was the thing we grew up with? Uh, Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. What
there
happened
you
to that?
go. There you go.
You
There
know,
you
I
go.
mean, he said he wouldn't
Well,
fly on a. What did he say? He literally said he wouldn't be too scared to ride on a plane if he knew the pilot was black. So because he said that, I guess he deserved to get shot in the neck. Is what you're trying to justify there.
yeah,
I
like
mean, I don't know what the dude said. I don't know what the dude said. I'm not
but it
trying to
still
back
didn't.
anything or not.
Like, still
But it don't get justified getting shot in the
No.
damn neck.
Yeah, well, and our
I mean,
whole
shit.
conversation around this was like, yo, we all need to come to an agreement that that's just not the way we handle Discord. Like, that's not celebrated. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not. That's just not where it's at. That's not where you're going to find any. You're not going to find any kind of change as far as positive change like that. You're not going to create anything but just nasty foulness is all you're creating around yourself. And I think a lot of these people one day when they get a little older and live through a few things, that they're probably going to look back on celebrating that 10 or 15 years down the road and really beat themselves up over it. Be like, man, that was one of the dumbest things I could have ever said out loud and put out there for the world to have to hear. You know what I mean? Oh, so
I hear you, man.
Yeah, but for those of you, we appreciate you chiming in and everything, but we always call for respect, guys. And if we can't carry it that way, then that's we just have to see you on out the door, because we're trying to keep everything respectful. We come at everybody with we come out with our terms of agreement is, look, we don't start name calling on either side, and we try to approach you with respect.
Yep.
So please try to approach us with respect the best that you can. I mean, I get that some of these topics are touchy and everybody has their opinions. And that's why me and Brother Clint was trying to come at it in a way where it's like, look, we're not so much talking about who this guy was. Like, we're not going into detail. Like, we're not talking that. We're just saying, like, look, looking at it from where we're at, man, we got people celebrating this, and we got to call this out. We got people that's using this as a way to find laughter and cheer. And they're no matter what side you're on, you shouldn't be. That's not what you shouldn't be doing that. And guys, it's getting to a point where we're numbing ourselves down to this kind of stuff. Like, guys, this ain't normal. We don't this ain't the way it works. But
no, it's not the way it works. It's not the way it's supposed to work, and it's not going to work. This ain't going to work. This is going to create something worse. Yep. That's what this is going to do.
Yeah.
That's what this is going to do. It's going to create something worse. It's
in the effort to try to silence one person, in the effort to try to silence one voice, all they did was amplify his voice by millions now. And because there's a lot of folks now that are like, there's a lot of hurt people out there. There was a lot of young people that was, and like you said, there was people right there in the audience that are affected forever now from this, and people that were watching live that are affected forever from this kind of stuff. And we can't condone this on any level. It doesn't work.
No.
That doesn't work.
No.
But
I see it. I see it out there, though. I see it in the chat. I see everybody not everybody, but I see a pile of people saying some crazy stuff.
I know.
Somebody made a comment, pro Second Amendment guys upset about their votes or something. Like, man, what's
that even mean? What's that even? It's
I guess he thinks we're upset. Yeah. Because it has to do with the reason this happened is because somebody voted that we could have guns, not because there was some fool up on top of a roof with a gun shooting people into a crowd. That wasn't the reason. It was because we voted, hey, we want the right to have a gun. That's why it happened.
That darn gun carried that fella up
there. Thinking, man.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Made him sprout wings when he jumped off the other side too. Yeah, it's that thinking right there. That's the mentality of what's happened to this country with men, man. That is the mentality right there. That is it. It's like I don't even get it, man. I don't even get it how
at the dollar store. You can get slingshots at the dollar store.
Yeah.
But I'd recommend that he start with a clacker.
I mean, he called me a boomer. He called me a boomer. The dude called me a boomer. My name is literally Gen X. It says Gen X, and he called me a boomer. It literally is written there for you, bud.
Yeah.
It's written there.
Yeah. He was just wanting you to see.
But that's the mentality. That's the people. That's the people we're supposed to take serious. That's the people we're supposed to take serious.
You can't take them seriously. You just got to realize that they're, you know, this is their one claim to fame. We'll make you famous. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can go online and have an opinion and pretend to be somebody. That's what it is. You know? I can pretend to be somebody. Like, you know.
Yeah. I can show them how tough I am with my finger. Nah, man, you guys. That's what I love about it, though. Like, well, let me scroll down here.
Shine dig out there. I got shine.
Thank God the school system isn't failing, Boomer. Yeah, that's when
we want to get to it, DJ. That's the cool thing about having your own show on here, man. We can get to it when we're ready to get to it, dude.
That's right.
Don't rush me. I don't rush you, brother. It's all right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You know, calm your tits. If you got somewhere to be, go on and go. I promise we ain't that important.
Roll back, DJ. Roll back.
Roll back. Yeah, calm on down, man.
Yeah. He's up. He's up, homie.
You in the mood? That's all right. That's all right, DJ.
Yeah, you good.
He said. DJ said he said he's sorry. He's in the mood, brother. I get that.
Hey,
dude, I was in the mood 2 days ago. Hey,
shit happens.
Shoot, I had to get you to talk me off a cliff last week. You know,
you were talking me off a cliff.
Sorry, DJ. It's all right.
Hey, we appreciate it, man. We really, guys, we appreciate all y'all's comments as long as we're carrying it with some respect and like just trying to be cool, man.
Yeah,
but you know, that's what we're all about, man. Just interacting, having some fun. But yeah, DJ. The nice thing about having your own little spot is, we can make the comments part of the show, man. Helps string us along a little bit. But you know, it's also. Go ahead.
He's not just DJ. He's kind of funny. He made it. I told him to calm his tits. He said, "Putting ice cream on my titties right now to calm down at your request." That was pretty funny. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind being God as long as it's good. Go on and get me if it's good.
That's what I'm here for. You know, thank you. I mean, that's funny, man. No, that's good.
I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys, man.
Everybody coming in. Yeah. 100%.
Thank y'all, man.
What we got in? I seen you had 60 at one point.
Yeah, we had like 90 some people in here at one time, man. 60 right now, man. So shout out to everybody. We appreciate y'all being here. My name is Guy.
Everybody.
This is Gen X. You can find him at Gen X Effect. Brother Clint in the house, man. He's just an outstanding leader of my community there at Creating Change. One of the just leaders of the community and just part of everything, good vibing and all. And, you know, invited him to talk about this topic as well as 9/11, guys. You know, me and him both are from the U.S. and we were both old enough that we remember exactly what was going on, exactly where we were at. And I also remember, you know, some of the stories and some of the stuff that you know, in real time that was happening and the fear that a lot of people felt. And there was also a lot of people that felt there was some patriotism welled up in some people, and some young men and women went and signed up to do whatever they had to do to help protect our homeland. And it inspired a nation, inspired us, inspired me. So, you know, just thinking about it being now, that means I'm getting pretty old, Brother Clint. So it's been a few years back now. But yeah, man. Yeah, 24. Please tell us what, if you don't mind touching, how do you remember 9/11?
Well, I mean, I remember, you know, I remember it in the basic way of just holding a minute's silence, you know, for all 6 of the silences. That's instilled in me, but I'll never forget, you know, I talked to you before about this. I'll never forget where I was. And, you know, mine was unique to most people. I was in a small county jail, very small. It was a total of 14 people in the whole jail, men and women. And I remember we got up early that morning, had our breakfast, went back to our cells, and I was laying back down on my rack sleeping. And the jailer come running in, hooting and hollering, "We're at war, we're at war, get your asses up, we're getting to the day room, get up, get dressed, we're getting to the day room."
Yeah.
You know, and he kept hollering, "We're at war, you need to move fast." And, you know, we didn't know what was going on. We thought maybe this is some rinky dink tiny jail, you know, like drill they do or something, you know, like you used to do fire drills back in school. You know, we didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, "What, man?" You know, no, they're serious. And when they get us over in the day room, we see the girls that's locked up in the day room with us. So we know it's something going on, because you don't cross genders. You know, you don't bring the girls around the guys around the girls. You just don't do that in jail.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh shoot!" And they had two jailers to stay up there with us. They put us in the day room, turned the TV on. As soon as we come in the day room, I remember looking up and seeing one of the towers smoking, and it's like trying to catch up with the news, and all of us are trying to figure out what's going on. The girls were already in there, so some of them's kind of talking, saying what happened, and it's like, "What? Are you serious?" And I remember we was watching it, and there was a dude in New York, or I say dude, it could have been a woman, I don't know. There was a camera person in New York, and they were doing a report on a street, and they were like kind of aimed towards the World Trade Center on a street. And I remember them panning the camera straight up in the air between the buildings, and you just seen this big plane driving the street like it was a car. You know, it was just going flying right down the center of the street. You know, just it was in line with it.
The shadow of it.
You could just watch the camera. Yeah. And you could just watch the camera just follow it right into the building. We were like, "Holy shit." Man. You know, and then it wasn't long after that, the Pentagon happened, and we're like, "Okay, we're at war." You know, we don't know. And it's very strange how all of us pretty much, I'm pretty sure all of us went from inmates, convicts, degenerates to, "Holy shit, what can we do?"
No
you know, like, I get them locked up. What can we do? What can we do? What is it we're capable of doing right now? And the only thing we can do was be model inmates at that moment, stay out of their hair, you know, let them do what they needed to do, because they was, man, it was crazy around there. You had state police coming in. They were having meetings. There was trying to figure out what's going on, keeping up with everything. And that was the best we could do, was just act like we were grown-ups at that point. And
man.
But that's how I'll always remember it. Like, because all we had was that day room and that TV set. Like, we wasn't outside. There was no other way of finding out what's going on. There was no way for me to call a guy. There was no way for me to call or anything. You know, everything was locked down. The phones were turned off. You know, it was wild, man. And all you could do was just sit there and accept that this was happening, and then that was it. That's we can't do nothing about it. If we're getting invaded, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, you know, it's weird. It was wild, but that's how I remember it, man. That's how I keep it in my head.
I guarantee that's one that's stuck in there with you too, because it's just because of circumstance. Like that one is unforgettable in that regard, just because of the way that it happened, man. That's something, because you know, my memory of it is totally, you know, we were a little bit cushioned here where I was at in Southwest Virginia. So I was a little bit far away from, not far, but I was pretty far away, for several hundred miles from anything that was, you know, that was happening right on the ground or whatever. But I remember my neighbor coming running across my yard. But he didn't have a tooth on his head. He hadn't ever since I'd known him. But he come running across the yard, you know, "We're at war." And I'm like, I didn't have no idea. Well, like, I hadn't even seen the news. I had, you know, back then you didn't have all kinds of TV and all that like you do now. So, like, I think the way, like I told, I think the way that it worked out was that when he run over and told us, then we ended up going to my parents' house, which wasn't far from where we were at, but it was already happening. Everything was already, you know what I mean? By the time we was able to put two and two together and figure out, like, okay, he's serious about what he's talking about, all this is actually happening and all that, then we were kind of watching what had happened on reruns, so to speak, kind of watching it, because it had all, like, we were right behind getting to the TV in time to see everything as it occurred, just because of the way things worked out. But man, I remember, you know, once people in the area, once everybody started realizing all, you know, everything that had happened and information started traveling, you could see that, man, the community was just like, okay, what's going on? Like, what are we going?
Mhm.
How do we, you know, what do we do? And I remember, like, you know, all the volunteer workers and stuff from all over going up trying to help with things. And then, you know, there was such an outpouring of patriotism at that time, dude. It was like, it was so inspiring for it to be an American, to be just a human being and be like, dude, you know, like, man, that was horrific. But man, our response is on point as far as getting there and helping and doing what we
Mhm.
got to do to get this under control, or whatever you want to call it. Uh, but yeah, man,
Yeah,
that
for a
day,
few years, afterwards, we were our best, wasn't we? For a
oh,
few
dude,
years after that happened, we was like, you know, the patriotism, the brotherhood and sisterhood in this country was, for a couple years there, it was really, really good.
it
It was
was,
really good.
dude, it was thick. It was thick. Like,
Yeah,
there was a
yeah.
binding moment there, that like everybody was just like singular focused on, okay, now you coming
Americans,
by. Yeah,
Americans. That's it.
yeah, yep,
Americans.
yep.
No
And
black, no
man,
white, no brown, no male, no female, none of that. Just Americans.
yeah. Well,
Just,
you know,
it was great.
one of the
God,
most inspiring things that I got, I watch the replays on TV every year when they come up, how they do the different stories of 9/11 and all that. But if you watch them, the one beautiful thing that you can get out of all the tragedy that took place is, as you see the people trying to gather their thoughts after the midst of this whole entire thing just come folding down and all this big dust storming, and it starts clearing. And then when you look out across everybody, man, everybody looked the same. Everybody was black and white,
mhm,
and everybody was just trying to help everybody. There wasn't nobody worried about, oh
mhm,
gosh, is this dude a black fella I'm helping get out of here, or a black or a white dude, or what? No,
mhm,
it was people helping people, and they all look the same on that one that I'm trying to refer
mhm,
to. It was when the smoke started clearing, you started seeing everybody, all the dust all over them. You couldn't tell who was black, couldn't
mhm.
tell who was white, couldn't tell who was Asian, who was not. You could
No,
just tell they were people. They were people helping
yep.
people, man. So, you know, and obviously, man, true inspiration to the ones not just there at the towers, but like the stuff that happened at the Pentagon, and the plane that was, you know, they tried to hijack, and the people decided that they were going to do things on their terms. And they did what they could do. They did the best that they could do on that plane, and you know, they didn't let them win anyway. You know what I mean? They didn't get to their destination anyway. With that, what was it? The
Mhm.
third plane. It was the third plane that in Pennsylvania, right, where it went
Pennsylvania.
down. Yep. They were trying to. Wasn't
Yes.
that the one that was trying to get to White House? Was that the one that was trying to get
That's
there?
what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they expect.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's what they expect
And
it was.
the
Um,
American people the people that were on that, not just American people, the people that were on that plane decided that wasn't like, we're gonna try and take this thing back, man.
yeah,
Like, you ain't doing us this. Well,
yeah,
I can dig it. Like, that's,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
That's go ahead, man.
Go down with your boots on, man. Go down with your
Yeah.
boots on. You know, it's
It-
yeah, yeah. No, it's it was something, man. It was, yeah. No, that's what I remember. You know, afterwards, is just the loyalty and patriotism with everybody, and the brotherhood and the sisterhood, and just all of a sudden, for a little while, at least for me, maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm in a part of the world or country that's different than most, but where I was at that time, like yeah, it was just for a little while. It was like it was supposed to be. It was just Americans. And maybe it's because we all had a common enemy at the time. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know what it was. But it was nice. It was decent.
It was,
I
man. It
can
was, and
I remember
that's
that. It was
that,
just
that's the spirit lifter for me. Out of all the tragedy, that's the thing that makes me feel like, okay, I mean, like that makes it a little bit more worthy. Like, okay, at least it brought folks together. It give people a reason to bond again with one another in such a horrible tragedy. We found a way to come together and make it happen, and that's what it's all about in the end, man. But hey, shout out to everybody here. We appreciate it. 35 in the house. If you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe. Share if you feel so led. We can't promise exactly what the content will be, but we can promise we'll be respectful for it. And we appreciate everybody that's been here. We appreciate all of you that's chiming in, all of our regulars, all of our new people. Thank you all for coming in. We thank you so much. My name is Guy. This is Creating Change. This is Brother Clint at Gen X Effect. We appreciate you guys being here. We were touching on, Charlie Kirk, and we were also touching on 9/11, which is something that, it deserves. It deserves the credence of talking over it. It doesn't have to be doom and gloom anymore. It's been enough years that we can find the
mhm.
inspirational stories and the heroism of some of those firemen that went into that stuff and knew that man, that like the chances is slim, but I'm going. And man, as a man, as a person, I can just, man, I look up to that kind of stuff. I can respect that, man. Like that's true.
Yeah.
That's public service. That's being a public servant, man. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's Miss Anisha. I see
It's
Miss
it's
Anisha in the house.
yeah, I seen her in there. I seen her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we do. We got some commenters in there, but yeah, it was one thing I wish everybody would really start trying to work on, not everybody, but a lot of people, is respect other people's opinions. They're allowed to have it. And trust me, this is the pot calling the kettle black sometimes. I was that way for a long time. If you didn't think like me, therefore you must be wrong. I don't like you, blah, blah, you're an idiot, all this other stuff. And then, things started happening to me in my world that made me see other sides of stories, because now I'm part of this situation where now I'm on the other side of the fence. I have to look at it from another side. And it makes you realize there are other sides. It makes you realize we all come up different. We got different parents. We got different childhoods. We got different places we grow up, different situations, different tragedies that happen to us as we're growing. So it makes us see the world the way we see it. So just because I'm pro something doesn't mean you're wrong for not being pro that. I get why you're not pro that. I
Yep.
understand your reason, and by God, you should vote that way. You really should, because I understand your reason not to be this way.
Yeah.
You told me your story. I'm talking in general. You
Yeah.
told me
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
story. I know what happened to you, so I get it.
Yeah.
Why you vote, but that didn't happen to me. This is what happened to me.
Yeah.
I'm voting this way. Now, whichever one of us is the most wins. If there's more that vote my way, we win. It's just the way it works. And 4 years
But it
later,
doesn't
it might
make
work
you
for
a
you.
bad person or me
It's
a bad person. It doesn't
no,
make either. It's like
no,
it's
yeah,
like, man,
no. You're
that's
you're
where the
you're voting for your belief.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. And whatever happened to like these guys, I remember back in the day hearing stories of like they would be on the floor of the house like arguing like hell, but then at night be at the local pub having a good time and hanging out
Yeah,
and bull crapping and being friends, man. Cause it's not that dude that's where we all kind of, it's like, yeah, that's not how I'm going to
yeah,
judge whether you're my friend or not, but by those kind of things. Like you think one thing will work, I think another
yeah.
thing will work. Well, th- okay, we'll see what happens I mean, whatever, man. Yeah, man. Sean says agree to
It's
disagree.
just
Bullets do not need to be incorporated. Indeed, man. Indeed, you don't
no,
have
they
to.
don't. They don't.
That's right. And that means bullets in that means in real life and like calling names and blanket statements to people.
Figuratively, yeah.
Yeah, that's the word out. Thank
Mhm.
you. But yeah, that's like, you know, if you start out a conversation or a civil debate, just something or a negotiation with anything, and you start out by offending someone or calling someone some kind of blanket foul name, well, then you just ended all your chances of having any type of chance of finding your common ground. You just separated yourself right there.
Mhm.
you know and that's like
Yep.
you know that's what we see happening all the time is instead of debating topics, we're calling each other names, like who can come up with the slick line for the week, or who can get on the news for the next
Yeah.
news cycle or whatever, or have the hit on Instagram. Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Indeed.
That yeah.
Yes.
And that's it. That's it. It's all about the quick fame, hot fame, instant fame. I was saying it earlier. They don't care about the journalists don't care about the stories no more. As long as they got a title that is hot,
Yeah.
they can retract the story tomorrow, but
Yep.
the title brings the news today.
Yep. They're going
And
for
that's
the
all they
hits
care about.
today, and they don't care
Yep.
whether it's right, whether it's wrong, or whether it's because to me, as a journalist, if you're telling half truths, then you may as well be telling full lies, because that's what you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Like, if you don't know
Yeah.
this to be fact, don't report it. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
It used to be a time that was required. They used to be
yes,
required that way.
yes,
The editors used to be ashamed of having to retract a story or making an
yep.
apology. Now it's just part of normal journalism. Now they
Well,
might as
like
well
you
expect
said.
to put out 15 apologies this week. You
Like
know?
you said earlier, man, it used to be that being a journalist was like a badge of honor. It was
Yeah.
a big deal. And now it's like they have abused the opportunity and the platform to a point where now you're losing. Once you lose people's trust, well, then you're no longer a news outlet. You might as well just be an opinion show, and that's it, because people need to trust you in order for them to tune into you to find out what's going on, because most people, I know for me, I just want to know the facts. I don't need somebody to tell me how to think. I don't need somebody to tell me, how they feel or nothing like that. I just need to know the facts, and I'll
Mhm.
make my own judgment as to how I feel about it. You know, like that, you hear a lot of that on the news and out of politicians and elsewhere, is like about how they
Yeah.
feel. And it's like, guys, I just don't really care at this point how you feel. I just want to know the
No.
news. I just want to
No.
know the facts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly. I,
You know,
I don't get that. I don't get that. It's like I'm here to give you my opinion. Well, who the hell are you? I don't know you. Some company hired you. I don't want your opinion. Tell me what's
yeah,
really happening. I'll make my own opinion.
yeah. There you
That's
go.
kind of how it's supposed to work.
That's the way. That's the
I'll
way.
form my own opinion based on the facts.
Yeah,
Allison, I
and
agree. Instant news is the problem.
yeah,
I agree.
it is a problem. It is a problem
I'm back
because
when there was media blackouts, more time to get truth speculation. Yeah, you're right, Allison. I agree.
yeah, it's Miss Amena used to think it was ignorance came from a lack of access to information. Turns out that wasn't the problem after all. It's the lack of diverse
Agree.
information. That, yeah,
Hmm.
people can find the information, but you got to be willing to hear from both sides. You got to be willing, because
Hmm.
neither nor. I'm not saying any one side's going to tell you exactly. You got to look in other
Yeah.
places. You got to search out your stuff, man. Um, you
Yep.
know, you can't just
Yeah.
go with one. But like, you Google it and it's like, oh, okay, that's fact. Yeah, like, no, it ain't the way it works, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It's
know.
it's it's wild, man. It's really wild. Hey, everybody heading off to meditation. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy your meditation. Um,
Yes.
and Tiff, you got to run. You have a good night too, as well, Tiff.
Yo, shout out to you guys. Shout out to all of you guys here, man. We appreciate it. 26 in the house. If you don't mind, hit the
Yeah.
like button, hit the share button, and we can't promise
Peace.
what the content will always exactly be about, but we can promise it'll be respectful. And today we were just remembering 9/11. We were also speaking on Charlie Kirk, not so much about the particulars of the man, but just the surroundings of the way that his death was treated by some. And I just feel like it was worthy of calling them out. Like there should never be a celebration of anything like that. And it's worthy of speaking on his behalf, because he was about free speech. He was about civil debate. And I think this is the best way as content creators, because that's what we are. I think it's the best way that we can utilize our platform is to use the very thing that he was trying to use when he was took out. And that's what he was. He was took out. And I feel like the best way to honor him is to say, hey, I'm here. I'm here. And that's what he was trying to do, was be there, trying to be like it. And he was doing it in real life. Like, bro, he was out there doing his thing, and you got to respect that no matter where you're coming from. And like you said earlier,
100%.
just knowing that he started at 18 years old and started a business and had built it up.
Yeah.
Like, that's that. I don't care what 18-year-old did it. That's awesome. I wish I'd have been that freaking, headstrong. Like,
no doubt.
I mean, dang.
Focus. That was some serious focus for a youngster. That was some serious focus on his part.
Yes. Yes. And recognizing a need to fill right out the rip. And then if you think about it, he was going to these college campuses before he was ever even old enough to be a college student himself, trying to affect change in his own way by offering civil debate, civil discord. And, that
civil open debates, He, it wasn't like he just chose one or two or three particular opponents. You wanted to step up and grab that mic and say something.
Yep.
Have at it.
Yep.
Have at it.
And
Speak your piece, and I will respond accordingly.
He invited the ones that disagreed. That's the ones he wanted to come up and talk to. Was like, hey, I want to speak to you. Like, okay, let me hear what you have to say about this particular subject. And the ones that got the maddest was when he just like, dude, it's fact. Like, I'm not trying to be a peckerwood. I'm just telling you, these are the numbers. This is the facts. And it's like, well, man, if you're, like, you're already fighting a losing battle if somebody's going to, come at you like you're not allowed to say the facts. Like, the numbers are the numbers. Numbers don't lie. That's what the numbers say. And, and to know that some of these poor kids or young adults, they're supposed to be the higher educated youngins that's coming up. Oh, well, Lord have mercy. Lord, if that's the best we can do, guys, we're gonna have to back up and punt there, I think.
It's woo. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. In the Gen X chat, in the end, we all share the same goal. You may not agree with the way others approach it, but focusing on what unites us rather than what divides us is what will take us all much further. I totally 1000% agree with that, Miss Amena. You start.
I'm a firm believer. Yeah, go. I'm sorry, brother.
No, please. No, please go ahead.
I'm a firm believer in. I've heard it, most of my life from one famous person or another. But all it takes is for people to sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah.
And I've come to realize that is, you take the majority of most people and you put them in a situation where they have to speak to each other. 9 times out of 10, they'll find more in common than they will, what separates them.
Yeah.
You will find some commonality if you truly have a conversation and don't hate just because you feel like you're supposed to hate. Just have a conversation.
Yep.
And you'd be like, all right, this cat's cool. This cat's kind of lived a life like mine,
Yep.
Yeah, there's some differences, but that's what should attract you, is the differences. Should attract you and be like, I want to learn about you. I want to learn about your culture. I want to learn how y'all do things. I want to learn how you did this so great. Like,
That's right.
They just need to talk. Just talk.
100%.
Just sit down and have a conversation, right?
I can so say that is 1000% right, because the one thing that the penitentiary did for me that I'm thankful for is it put me in a position where I had to learn about all sorts of kind of people. And I found that,
Mm-hmm.
hey, every man in there was missing his wife or his girlfriend or his mama or his
Mm-hmm.
family, and was not wanting to be there, and was just, I say 95% of the men that I ran across had the same feelings about things that I did. Like, man, I'm just trying to get this over with. I'm trying to just go home and see my people and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, we're all the same, man. Like like you
Mm-hmm.
come from a little different place, but in the end, we're all thinking about a lot of the
Yep.
same exact things, bro. Like,
Yep.
a lot more in
Yep.
common than not in common, I guess, is,
Yeah,
um,
I agree. I
and
agree.
there was so much respect and so much and I'm thankful for that. But there was just on no, but I can't name one particular race of people or anything that was ever bad to me or anything like that. The men were men, you know what I mean? You treat them like a man, they treat you
Mm-hmm.
like a man, and that's basically the way I carry it on the street. I treat a grown man like a grown man, and I expect for him to treat me the same in return. Like
Mm-hmm.
so it just reinstilled for me that you know, there is more commonalities than there is differences, man. Uh, yeah, Dar Al Akam. Yeah, that's not. We're not gonna put up with that, man. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody feeling that.
I was getting ready to get them.
Yeah, ain't nobody feeling that way, man. You can retract it, or we can retract you. It doesn't matter to me, but I don't feel
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Oh, so totally, totally on you, man. That's kind of ignorant, man. So I just soon you just take
Yeah.
the power
Yeah.
you
That's
got in
just.
that little finger of yours and just scroll right on, just go on somewhere. Oh, thank you, Miss Amina. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna give him a chance to retract himself, but being Miss Amina did it, then that's fine. I figure if he was man enough or woman enough to retract it themselves, then we'll give him a scoot, come on in and hang with us. But if not, then we'll just retract you. So that's good enough by me, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, man, it's hey guys, we want you chiming in the chat, but we don't want none of that nonsense in our chat. We do not believe that
No.
Mr. Charlie Kirk should be in hellfire, nor do we believe it that many others should be in hellfire. That's not where we're coming from with this,
Yeah.
and we just don't appreciate that kind of thing. If that's what you want to do on your channel, hey, that's why it's called YouTube. You go do you. But here
Yep.
on this one, we would just
Yep.
appreciate respectful comments. You can say what you like, but that kind of nonsense, that's not what we're talking about. You can say what you like. We're not going to go with anybody putting that in the chat. So don't go there with that.
No.
Yeah, good job, Miss Amanda. We appreciate you handling that. We are trying to come at this in a way where we're just remembering our fellow Americans from 9/11. For me and Brother Clint, throughout our life somewhere, it wasn't just something on TV. There was a real person involved
No.
somewhere along the way in
Yep.
my life, because of my family being in Baltimore and Havre de Grace and Aberdeen and surrounding areas and working and there was people in my personal life that I know was affected by it. Maybe not personally killed in anything like that, but just their job, their way of going about things, it affected them immediately. And
Yeah.
that's the kind of things that, it's like it was closer to home to most than what you realize, like, because that's the hub of our
Mhm.
nation. There's a lot of people there, man. Those
Mhm.
a lot of stuff happening from all over, from
I
all over the world for them. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I knew people at the Pentagon when that happened, but also a lot of my family, we fly. And we fly out
Okay.
of Dulles. And a couple of
Okay.
them planes come out of Dulles. Any there's so many people in my circle that could have been on any one of them planes, just
Yeah.
just by happenstance. And
Yep.
luckily, knock on wood, as far as I know, I was ever told, I don't know anybody that was
Man,
on
thank
any
God.
of
I
them
mean,
planes that
you know,
perished. But I
I mean,
did know people at the Pentagon. I don't know anybody that perished, but they were there, you know, and they were part of that situation. And, yeah, it's just, you know, when you think about some things, you really realize how close you were. I got video of me earlier this year at the National Harbor at the MGM casino up there,
Yeah.
and I'm videoing the cleanup of the airplane that ran in the helicopter collision that happened earlier this year in the Potomac River, right there. You remember when
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
happened earlier this
Yep.
year?
Yep. I sure do.
I'm videoing them out there in the river, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, I just happened to be here at the casino. Like, I wouldn't be here yesterday, and I won't be here tomorrow. I'm here today on this
Hey,
river, and there it is, right there. Like you
that
don't
is
like it looks like a news. It looked like a news item, but this shit really affects you. You know, it's there. It's really there.
you ain't.
It's really there.
It-
You know. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I did a video. Well, that was one of my first YouTube videos.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
you know, me talking about it and stuff. Yeah, me talking about my brother. He was out on the trip, and he flies into Reagan, and he could have been on that plane, you know, and he wasn't, you know, but he was on a trip. He could have been one of them. You know, there's a bunch of planes that flew in across
Yeah.
that river that night to land. It could have been his, you know.
Man.
And
Yeah,
it's like,
dude.
wow, man, like,
I mean,
wow.
you're basically in that moment, you're realizing that, man, seconds could have been the difference between like them loading on one plane and it going one way and being their travel. You know what I mean? Like it could have been totally different. It could have been your own people,
Mhm.
and that's when you realize, like, man, this ain't no joke. Like it's a home.
Mhm.
Like it's very close to home. Not just physically happening close to home,
It,
but there's people that you may accidentally know
yeah.
that's on here, man. And you
Yep.
know that it's it's crazy, man.
And and
The s-
Jimena, yes, that's the airports. That's the airports you'll be landing at when you come here. Yes, ma'am.
that's crazy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy,
I
man.
remember
That
Chicago was scared a second wave would hit. I remember, you know what, Allison? I remember that now that you typed that. I do remember us thinking other cities was like
yep,
going to happen. I do
yep,
remember. I forgot about that until
yep,
you just typed that. I do recall that.
yep,
I
yep,
do recall that. We was all
yep.
waiting for like who
I
was going to
do
be
now
next.
that
Like,
y'all are
you
talking
know,
about it.
yeah, yeah, that was wild. And Simple, I couldn't imagine. Simple says from New York City it was real. Like, I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine what y'all
Oh
went through
man.
up there. I
Oh
couldn't imagine sight of it because it was
no,
the craziest thing I
no.
ever saw on TV. I can't imagine it in real life.
Oh,
I, I'm
it's
I'm
it,
I'm
it
I'm glad
still
I didn't have to.
spellbounds
You know,
me
I'm glad.
when I watch the replays of it. You know, the films, like each year I'll watch, you know, one of the
Mhm.
documentaries about, and dude, just the epic scale of it, even on TV, is overwhelming. Like just through the TV.
Mhm.
So in real life, like
Yep.
I can't even wrap my brain around the force and the power and just how big of an area, like a huge area. It's not just a little tiny building that sticks up. It's a big, huge
Nah,
spot.
nah. Yeah, it was a
God,
really big spot.
man, it's
Oh,
just
it's crazy,
unbelievable,
crazy, man,
unbelievable. But man, we're
crazy.
thinking of all you guys from New York and all around the world that had, you know, was a part of this. Those of
Yeah.
us that are our age, in some sort of way, you were affected by it, in some sort of way, no matter where you were at. You know, uh, if you're especially at our age, because you were at, you know, coming up in your teens and 20s and stuff, like, you know, it made things different here for a while. It made it, and some in a good
Mhm.
way, some in a bad way. But man, that patriotism, you could see everybody buying together at that point. And man, you talk about New York strong, man. New York, they stepped up
Yeah,
and was like, "No, yo,
they were.
you ain't
Yeah,
you ain't."
you know. You know how we have these battles of the city and stuff, you know, growing up, you know, and I'm an O's fan, so I can't stand New York Yankees, you know,
Yeah,
it's stuff like I'm a Cowboy. Cowboys fan. You know, we stomped Buffalo a couple times.
Yeah,
You know, in
that's
the
too
Super
bad.
Bowl. So New York.
Yeah, yeah.
But at that, but when that happened, when that happened, when that happened, like I was proud if I knew a New Yorker. Like, yeah, I know that guy. I know that New
Yeah,
Yorker. You know, I was
yeah.
proud for them. Like New York shined. They did. They
Yeah,
did.
they did.
They
Yeah,
shined.
they did. They come in. They man, dude.
If
They
nobody's never told you, if nobody's never told you, New Yorkers, we saw it. We seen you shine. Y'all
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. The
couldn't
best of America.
couldn't
The
expect any
best of
more out of you.
America. I mean that's
One
what
hundred percent.
America. That was a shining moment through your city in New
Yep.
York, representing America.
Yep.
That's what it's about, man.
Yep.
People come together and they made it happen too, dude. They didn't shut down. I mean, you know, obviously
Yeah.
just the scale of things
Nah.
shut some things down, but they didn't shut down. They kept on like,
No.
no, we're gonna keep on living. You're not gonna
Yep.
keep us from doing what we do. And I forget, but it wasn't what it wasn't that long after that, like after all that happened, that they even had a ball game. They even had the ball game there in the
Yeah.
Bronx. Uh, I
Hmm.
can't remember how long it was, but it was like, yes, yes, don't
Hmm.
let them stop us from doing nothing, man. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you keep going, and that was inspiring, man. It was like, yep,
It was.
keep it real.
It was. It
Yep.
was. They were proud representatives, man. It was the when you seen them on TV, when you seen the city of New York going through what it was going through, and yet they were still pushing and working hard. It was like it almost made you envious. It was like, damn, I wish I was from New York. You know, I would. I wish I was one of them cats. You know, that's some bad human beings right there. That's some tough ass human beings right there. You know, I was a little envious. No doubt about it. You know, it was just I was impressed. I was inspired. I was proud. I was proud.
Yeah,
I
man.
was proud of
Yeah,
them.
man. Me too. Me too. I'm with you, buddy, because it was a representation of what you, I guess, in your mind's eye, hope that's the way you envision everybody coming together and doing what they had to do, man, and not letting it knock them down at you know. It gave them a little bump,
Hmm.
but it didn't knock them down. It just bumped them a little bit. It just like, all right, you hit us like that, but we're gonna keep on rolling too, baby. And I all about that,
Hmm.
man. But hey, shout out to 28 people still here with us. This is Creating Change and Gen X. My name is Guy. This is Brother Clint with me. We've been touching on 9/11 and been touching on just so happened that Mr. Charlie Kirk got assassinated yesterday, and we were just remembering him and his and you know his life, but we were also for me and Brother Clint, 9/11 is one of them things that's been a part of our life now for 24 years, and we can
Hmm.
remember the thing, you know, things that was happening, and just kind of the way things changed, but also the inspiration behind it, because here at Creating Change, I try to find a way that no matter what topic it is that we bring to the table, no matter what it is that we're discussing, in the end, I try to find a way to find that inspiration, not only for myself, but to share it with others what I see as an inspirational moment. And, you know, for myself,
Yes.
talking about 9/11, it's like, okay, at this point, we're enough years past that. Yeah, we're never going to forget, but now we can talk about the inspiring things that we witnessed for ourselves over the course of the weeks and months that followed and years that followed that event. And, you know, that's something that I think's worthy of recognizing and it's worthy of our time in a little bit of a way that as YouTube content creators that we have, that's our way of being able to say, hey, we respect all of you. We appreciate all of you. And we're thankful that there's folks out there that just because they care about other people, they're willing to put their life out there on the line. And we appreciate that. And we push that up.
Hmm.
So we thank you. I see you, Mr. Harvey. Shout out to Mr. Harvey and everybody else here. Blessed to
Mr.
Crochet,
Harvey.
Allison. Yeah, man. Mr. Harvey, man. He's cool. Cool as a fan. Simple family lifestyle.
Yeah.
They're from New York, so right. So that's awesome. We're pushing you up, man. That's really cool. Miss
Yeah.
Karen Suki,
Yeah.
Miss Minna, everybody, guys. We appreciate y'all being here. We're coming up on the 20 minutes after 10 with just talking about 9/11, talking about Mr. Charlie Kirk, but also weaving this into other conversations about just the way that we approach when things like this happen, even if it was somebody that I personally say I didn't like. Dude, I'm never going to approach it with a celebration of somebody just blatantly taking their life. Like
No.
that's just not the way that we're going to react to things. And I'm going to
No.
spend my time calling it out when I have the chance. But that
I agree 100%. It's I don't even know the word to use. It's just, yeah, we're just not doing that. We're just
nope,
not doing that.
nope.
It's a waste of time. It's useless. You get nowhere. You know, bickering just leads to more bickering and more bickering and more bickering. It serves no purpose other than to stall the ability to fix whatever situation that the two people are disagreeing on. That's
right.
all. That's it. That's all it's going to do. That's all it's going to do. And then you go and you break out this extreme act of violence in public. How do you not think that's only going to not going to make things worse? Like,
That's right.
how is that not a thought in your head? Like that's not going to help you at all. That don't help your cause. That don't help your life, your family. That person's family life, it's over with. That's a wrap. It's
Yep.
it. I don't understand it. I don't. I don't understand it other than youthful ignorance. I don't know. I don't even know if I can chalk it up to that. I don't. I
Yeah.
really.
It's
I
like,
don't. I don't understand it enough to be able to try to even assume what your thinking is when you do that shit.
yeah. There's no justifying that kind of thought process for me. It's like, okay, somebody needs to
No.
fix that, and if you can't fix it yourself, somebody needs to fix it for you. Yeah, because
Yes.
that
Yes.
process, that thought process is poison to a society, to a it's just not. That's not no way. That is like you're just dehumanizing a person, like they're not even worthy of the air that they breathe. And guys, I just don't feel that way about nobody. Like, man, it's not for me
I
to
agree.
make that call, or anybody else. That's you know and to react in celebration of it, nah, man, that ain't the way we do things. There's Elevated Einstein in the house. We see you, brother. Shout out to
Hey,
9/11, man.
elevated.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Elevated in the house. Yeah, another one of them that's right around our age remembers 9/11, remembers, I'm sure he remembers exactly where he was at and exactly what he was doing. Him and brother Zach are right around the same exact age, and both of them enlisted right around the same time, right after all this
Okay.
stuff happened. So, shout out to them, man. Shout out to all you guys. The wicked ferrets and my kind gentleman, I'm the wicked ferret from the mountains above. I shall grant you 3 wishes. What shall they be? I got well. I appreciate the offer. But I'm kind of my own genie in a bottle here. So, but I do appreciate that wicked
Yeah.
ferret.
Yeah. I appreciate it as well. I appreciate it as well, but I learned getting it the hard way is the best way. So no
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate the
that,
offer, though. That's
that
really
that's got
kind of you.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But I got a feeling that comes with a cost. I got a feeling that comes with a cost I don't want to
I know.
pay.
It's like, well, like, you're welcome. Luck shall come to you all. Oh, well, thank you, Wicked Ferret. We appreciate such kind. Hey, we like a little bit of humor. Yeah, we appreciate the offer on the 3
100%.
wishes. But he said, you're welcome.
Yes.
Luck shall come to you all. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you very
I'll
much.
take the luck. Hey,
Yeah,
I'll take the good vibes and the luck. I'll take that
yeah.
100%. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Elevated Einstein said hello a minute. Yeah, we've come to, shout out to everybody being here. We appreciate all of you. We've had a great
Yes.
time getting to discuss this very important topic that I feel like is worthy of remembering, but in a lighthearted, fun way with the 9/11, and not lighthearted, but remembering and talking about the awesome things that we witnessed that came from it. Though it was such a tragedy, there was some really inspirational things that came from it, which was,
Mhm.
that's where I'm trying to lean at these days. Like, I don't want to lean into how doom and gloom it was at that particular moment. I try to lean in on the heroes and the things that we seen happen. That was like, wow, that's above human. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm on the spectrum right now. Laugh out loud. I don't know what I'm saying. You're fine. You're fine. You didn't say
Mhm.
no. You didn't
Yeah,
say
you're good.
nothing wrong. We appreciate you chiming in and just
No.
saying hi. We appreciate it. You're good.
Yeah.
Fair. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We
Yeah. What?
appreciate all you
Yep.
guys, man.
It
This
seems
is
like you
this.
want. It seems like you want to keep it on good vibes, Wicked, and that's all that matters. It seems like
There you go.
you're in a good mode. I like that. I'm good with
That's
that.
That's that's right. Me too, brother. That's what I'm talking. That's how we and brother Shine at Guy and Shine when we do our morning show, 11 to 1 Monday, Wednesday, Friday Eastern Standard Time. That's the one thing that we just ask people to do in our chat. Is this good vibes? You can say the things you want,
Yeah.
but there's a way to just be cool
Yeah.
and just have fun and stuff. And I like it when people like Jack, like you'll come in and say some old something about me and Shine on the and you know that it's good vibe. It's funny. It's like, I'm trying to think of a way to come back or try not to laugh at what you're saying, or you're probably hitting on 100% true. So it's like, well, I kind of got to take that one, you know what I mean? So it's like, but
Yeah.
that's having fun with your community, man, and good vibe, and that's what it's all about. But man, we still got 17 in the house, brother Clint. This has been a great show. I think at one
Hey.
time, guys, we had like
Yeah.
93 people in our chat, man. That I think it was 93 that I seen. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like a record for myself, and that's pretty cool. And I think we held
Hell
like
yeah.
60 for about an hour, bro. So thank you, congratulate. That
Sweet.
was awesome.
Sweet.
Good job, man, and
Yes.
good job to our community for sharing it out. For those of you that hit the like
Yes.
and everything, you guys know, it helps small content creators like us out. Just that little like. So if you don't mind, if you haven't already,
Yep.
please hit the like button. And we're gonna discuss maybe ever so often having these together and coming on about topics that we both have a little bit of an opinion on or want to speak on or
Mhm.
whatever. And we just appreciate the audience. For myself, I've always felt like that. My payment on here has nothing to do with dollars as much as it does just knowing that when we have something we want to talk about, that we have an audience that maybe would like to interact and hear what we have to say, and respect that we're just coming at it from our angle. We're not saying that what we say is 1000% right or 1000. I'm just saying it is for me.
Yeah.
It's where I stand with it. But
Yeah.
I can respect where other people stand with it. If they have legit points, I guess I should put that out. If you have legit points for where you stand, then I can totally not agree with you, but respect where you're at. I can say, okay, well, I don't see it but yo, I get what you're like. Okay, I like it. Okay, I understand why you're coming with it like that. And I think that's where all of us need to kind of start going, is like trying to
Yep.
see the other side as best as possible. So, guys, once again, we thank you. This is Creating Change. My name is Guy. This is brother Clint at Gen X Effect. You can find us both at either or. Please come by, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you'll be notified. And we just appreciate all your guys' support. Miss Amanda, thanks for modding up for us both in both both chats. Thank you. I know that you was back and forth, and I appreciate.
She was working. She was working. I
Yes,
seen her going back and forth. She was working.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you, baby girl. Appreciate
And
that. You did awesome.
there's Johnny Small Pepper. Hey man, hey Johnny Small Pepper. We were getting ready to get off here, but I'm gonna tell you, man, I appreciate your kind words about me this afternoon to your community, and that does not go unnoticed by me. I do not ask for that. I do not expect that, but man, I sure do appreciate it when somebody speaks kindly about me, and I thank you for that. Not for blowing sunshine up my ass, but for just being kind and shouting me out in front of your community, man. I appreciate that, and I'm doing the same in return for you, bro. I appreciate you, and I thank you for doing that in the kind words. Brandon of Palm Beach just pulled through. Yeah, man, we were just getting wrapped up. Brandon of Palm Beach. We were just kind of closing the conversation down and getting things brought to an end. We started at 8, so we've been going for a minute, but yeah, man. Yeah, thank you, John. Appreciate that, man. And Wicked Ferret, night, sleep well. You come back to either Creating Change or Gen X Effect, you will be welcome. And we welcome you to either community. We welcome you to both communities. Please come back and see us. Always good vibes, and we try to carry it that way. So you'll be welcomed for sure. Hey, Preston Wood, we see you come. Well, Brother Clint, we still got people chiming in every time I get ready to hush up. I see somebody else. Guy, can you?
That's the beautiful thing about it, man. That's the beautiful thing about it.
It's awesome, man. Guy, can you leave me a simple family lifestyle? I will, and I will make sure that I leave you a comment so that yes, I sure will.
Let's see. I'm gonna go and drop your link. I should have pinned it. I didn't pin it last time. That was my mess up.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Because I start getting too many things going. I wind up, man. I know this is not a good question to ask here, but what color outfit should me and my girlfriend wear to homecoming? Well, I just bought my daughter a homecoming dress, and I think the color they picked out was like a dark blue. I don't know if that's a trend. I don't know. I'm probably the last person you would want to ask about colors because I'm not very good with colors. But have fun at homecoming. I wish you well, and I hope you have a safe time. Behave. Hey, Brandon, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you very much, Preston Wood. We appreciate you stopping through. Magic Healing, Miss Amanda, been doing the modding up for me, and Brother Clint. Appreciate you always. Thank you, everybody. Hey, we're 26 in the house. We appreciate you guys being here. Hey, we hit 90 some in the house earlier today, Brother Clint. That's pretty good, man. That was pretty cool, man. I don't know how long that lasted, but then there was like 60 in there for a while, bro. It was cool, man. It was pretty cool. Neon Green, they were
pretty good for a thrown together last minute, show. That's actually banging, actually.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it this morning and then come on this afternoon. So it's like that's but I think the topics and everything, I mean, maybe we're proving something right about the search thing and the doing things in that manner, man. That's what it's all about, like you gotta keep stretching your wings and different times. So I appreciate you, brother, coming on, man. This has been so much fun. Dude,
I appreciate you asking me, man.
Oh yeah, man. It seems like it was in our standards, it was a hit. It was a pretty good show, apparently.
It really was.
That's pretty cool, man. So but Brother Clint, I would like for you to shout out anything that you've got coming up and share it with our community so that everybody will know what's happening.
Right now, as of this moment, the only thing scheduled is the experiment, which is on our experiment show. That's at the X-Experiment. Amanda, if you want to drop that link in my chat there. But we got the experiment Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Jimena, Magic of Healing. We co-host together, and it's just usually a pretty good time. We did a show last night, and it was a funny show. You know, it was pretty much who could make Clint rant first and pop. You know, they had a good time. They had a good time pushing my buttons last night. They really did.
Bowl first. Who puts milk in the bowl first?
Psychos. Psychos.
I mean,
psychos.
I watched y'all short earlier.
Absolutely.
I watched it short. I was like, who does that? Who puts milk in the bowl? Like,
she gets a kick out of that. She watches it. She says, "Well, what happens if your friend puts milk in the bowl first?" I'm like, "Rest in peace, bro." Rest in peace. You got to go. You're out of my house.
That's hilarious.
I can't trust you. There we go.
Yeah.
Jimena, she dropped a link for the experiment. That's for our show. We have our separate channel for that. And yeah, so anybody who just wants to come hang out, have a good time. We banter about things. We have different topics. You know, I'm a little hard-headed Gen X. She's a nice, pretty little hippy-dippy witchy girl, and we just try to have some fun together, you know. Sometimes we bring Guy on Saturdays and let him kick some banner with us and whatnot. And that's about what we got going on. Guy, I know you got a show tomorrow, correct?
Yep, me and Shine, 11 to 1, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be digging in on Charlie Kirk, and we're going to be talking, we're going to be going into some things about him, and we're going to also be talking about 9/11 and some other things because, you know, Shine is from Canada, so he has a different standpoint and things that the way that it affected things in his realm. So we're excited about sharing that with everybody. And then, of course, we have our music and humor, and we weave in and out of the conversation. So, yeah, we encourage everybody to come to @Guy and Shine, 11 to 1. Eastern Standard Time. Hit the bell Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Always good vibes. We leave the chat open for anybody that wants to say anything, but we try to carry it just kind of like we did tonight. It's about, hey man, if you want to come at us with respect and fun and have a little bit of fun, that's cool. But if you're gonna be dumb, then you know, just go on somewhere else. So yeah, man. That's what for us we have coming up, and then for at Creating Change here. You can find on Tuesdays and Thursdays, good coffee, good vibes from 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning. You know, getting up, getting the day going, trying to touch on a few little things maybe that's going on, but, you know, also answering any kind of questions that anybody may have or just something that somebody wants to chime in. It's just a good time to get together and get your day started with some good vibes. And you know, trying to start a little series where there's anybody that wants to stop in and has questions about anything that I'm doing or anything that goes on either through the StreamYard app or anything that I'm doing as far as anything. I want to help. I want to do anything I can to help explain stuff because I encourage people to be creators, man. Even if you don't know that you're a creator, you are. If you'll just pick up the phone or pick up your camera and start filming, there's enjoyment to be found in it. And I'm trying to spread that word and the love that I have found in the past year for what we're doing with all of it, with the live streaming, with the video, with all of it. So yeah, I encourage everybody, good coffee, good vibes, just starting our day off with with something, you know, positive, some good thoughts, good vibes, and just you know, maybe throwing some helpful things out, maybe what I'm getting ready to do on my end as a creator for that day, and any questions that anybody may have. It's a great chance to come in and ask questions and not be treated like you're dumb for asking something. Hey man, I was a year ago, I didn't even know how to do thumbnails, didn't know how to do none of that. And it was people that was willing to step in and show me a few little things and help that got me kind of going on my little journey. So just kind of throwing that offer back at everybody, but it's about just getting up and starting the day with good vibes from Tuesday, Thursday from 8 to 9 in the morning, man. So, man, that was a long shout out for myself, wasn't it? God almighty. Yeah.
Hey, it's your show. Do what you want, Bubba.
That took a whole show just for me to now, like, good Lord, man. I was thinking to myself, shut up, dude. Like, dang, man. Like, Lord have
You go,
mercy. But I
you
see.
gonna do it? You gonna do a little picking now? You gonna do a
Well,
little picking for us?
yeah, man. I seen Brother Brandon say that I should play one out. I don't know that I'll play out, but I'll play one. How's that? We got 25 in the house. I
There you
appreciate y'all
go.
being here. My name is Guy. This is Creating Change. This is Brother Clint from Gen X Effect. We've been here just having a good conversation. This is kind of the after we're done talking show, and just I thought being that an outstanding community member, Brandon of Palm Beach, threw out a little suggestion that maybe I should play us out. Then I thought maybe then I would do us a couple songs for everybody. Vince, we got a couple people here, and just have a little fun. But I know that Miss Amena likes a little song I wrote called Head Over Heels. And it's a little song that I wrote about my wife and my young son. And yeah, it's just about my life. So it's a little song called
I'm gonna grab a refill. I'm gonna grab a refill while you're playing.
All right, man. Well, I've been around. I've seen some things. I've moved so fast, you'd better not blink. I've lived and loved, I've loved and lost. When I met you, I sure did fall head over heels in love with you. It's all them little things that you do. You pick me up and you stand me tall. When I met you, I sure did fall head over heels in love with you. I rush right home when my work day's done, so I can see you and my son. You pick me up and you stand me tall. When I met you, I sure did fall head over heels in love with you. It's all them little things that you do. You pick me up and you stand me tall. When I met you, I sure did fall head over heels in love with you. I'm head over heels in love with you. Right, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody here, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Brother Brandon, Miss Minna, Real Odds and Evens. I see you out there, Karen Suki. I appreciate you guys, man. Hey, I see you. What you got there? Hey, what's happening, Kim? What's happening?
I got me a Jax. So, yeah, he heard you. I guess he heard you singing and he hopped up in my lap. And I said, all right, come on.
That's awesome, man. Well, shout out to you, Jax. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back. It's the start over again. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Yeah, slow it down. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Slow it on down, my friends. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Thank you, Miss Minna. I see you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Minna. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Brother Clint, for hanging out. Got 24 still in the house with us, brother. Thank you to everybody. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button for us.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all do all the YouTubey things.
Yeah, do all them YouTube things that's so necessary. So necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got a new song. I ain't never I have never done this in front of it. I have never sang this for everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll debut it as best as I can. Maybe why not? You know what I mean? Well,
hey, if you're going to debut a song, drop me off the screen, make it full screen for you right now. This is your debut.
Oh man,
yeah, because you might want to make a video out of this.
You might be correct. I doubt it, but you might be right. But yeah, man, if you want to, man, I know you got a lot of people here from your spot. So why don't I let you shout them out? I'm gonna bring you up and I'm gonna get me a drink so that I can wash my throat. That I ain't got no drink or nothing.
10-4.
And then I think I'll do a set song real quick. Why not? But I'm gonna go ahead and bring you up.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
I'm gonna give you the stage for just a minute and let you do your thing, my man.
Heard. I'll give everybody a quick run through. All right. Well, we definitely got Jimena. Thank you, babe. We see you working hard out there. Thanks for taking care of things. Karen Suki. Nice to tune back into a song. Yeah, that is great, ain't it? Yeah, y'all just coming out of meditation. They were two good songs to come back to. Yeah, Brandon, he does a great job, don't he? Kitty Cam, yeah, that was my Jax. Real O and E, thanks for stopping in. Let me see. Real O and E. Just handle that real quick. This phone is acting weird. All right. I ain't gonna be able to do it on that one. Real O and E, I got you though. Let's see. Let's do it on that phone. How's that work? How you like them? Ouch. Let's see. Real O and E. And it. Just like so. All right. Well, who else we got here? Thanks for stopping in, Real O and E. I'm not an administrator on his StreamYard, so I bring y'all's comments up. But I can read them. So, Mary, blessed to crochet. Thank you for stopping in. Karen, and then his other favorite song. Yeah, it was Jax. He was in a loving mood. He just popped right on up and he wanted to be loved on. You know how he is sometimes. Yeah, we're still here for now, Laura. We was actually getting ready to end, and people kept popping in and making comments, and we were responding. So we just decided to hang out. And guy grabbed his guitar, and that's the end of that. That's how that story goes. Hey, Victor, thanks for stopping in, buddy.
We'll go ahead.
Hey, welcome back, Mr. Vandy.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and tune up while you're finished getting that. I'm gonna make sure
Brandon's ready to hear it, whatever it is.
All right. Well, that's kind of
like you're ready.
I might have hyped this one up too much. I don't know.
It'll be what it'll be. It'll either be great or a learning experience, one of the two.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm already feeling better. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the pep talk, man.
When I said it, I knew it. Yeah, you're either going to fly or crash like a hell. You know,
yeah. If you wonder where the crash is going to be, all the way at the scene of the crash. That's how far I'll make it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
A happy accident.
A happy accident, man. Shout out to Bob Ross, man.
Mr. Ross.
Good old Martini. Good old Martini in tune here for everybody. But yeah, man, this is one I kind of just got done writing this one not so long ago, man. I don't even know why I wrote it. I just wrote it. It's what was on my mind. So it's what I wrote down, and maybe it'll make sense to everybody. Maybe it won't. But anyway, it's called "Been a Long Road to Hoe." Do you want me to pull you down, man? Do you want me to?
Yeah, go. Yeah, I can't remove myself. So go ahead and remove me. That way, this is your debut, bro.
100%. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, guys, this is a little song I wrote called "It's Been a Long Road to Hoe." It's been a long road to hoe. Been digging through hell, got a few more miles left to go. I fell more than once, and it's starting to show. It's been a long road to hoe. I started out young, running too fast. I thought I could handle it, that didn't last. One little pill turned into chains. I woke up alone, drowning in pain. It's been a long road home. Been digging through hell, got a few more miles left to go. I fell more than once, man, it's starting to show. It's been a long road home. Mama cried, Daddy turned cold, friends disappeared, stories got old. I thought I was living, just getting by, chasing that high, letting life slide. It's been a long road home. Been digging through hell, got a few more miles left to go. I've been down once, man, it's starting to show. It's been a long road home. I check myself in, white walls, bright lights. I met some old souls with scars just like mine. They're just killing time. It's been a long road home. I've been digging through hell, got a few more miles left to go. I've been down once, man, it's starting to show. It's been a long road home. And now when I speak, it's with fire and grace. To those still stuck in that place, it's been a long road home. I've been digging through hell, I got a few more miles left to go. Well, I've been down once, and I'm starting to grow. It's been a long road home. All right, man. Yeah, man.
Heck yeah, bud. Heck
Yeah, that was a new
yeah.
one. Gotta work out one.
I like that.
Hey,
I
thanks.
like that.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's a new one.
Yes, sir.
Debuted a new one. I don't know if I got. I usually try to make sure that I know my songs really well before I do them. But that was pretty cool to get that one on out there and get it over with. I hadn't shared that one yet, so pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Appreciate y'all letting me do that, man.
I mean, you got fans out there. You know, they're staying in ovation for me. Victor's saying you need to print that. Like, yeah, dude. Everybody's feeling that one, bud.
Hey, man, thank you guys. I appreciate it, man. That was just some, that's how I work things out sometimes in my little brain. Sometimes it's not like I'm living in the past, but sometimes it's just things that you want to say or things that for whatever reason come to your mind, dude. And you just write them down and I don't really have an explanation for it. That's just how my songs happen to come about, man. It's just that way. And I like being able to share them, and I appreciate everybody's feedback on them. Thank you all very much for that. That took me some really cool knowledge. that took me to some really cool knowledge. It was deep. And I appreciate y'all digging that, man. Thank y'all very much for that feedback. Thank you guys, man. Great song. Could help a lot of people struggling, man. That I appreciate y'all even hinting at that, because in my little world, you know, if you could inspire one person to get their foothold, then you've won. And you know, that would be enough for me to say that my time was spent wisely, and that I did the best I could with what I had. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you, Miss Amina. I thank you Lakeside Laura, everybody. I appreciate you guys. And Brother Clint, man, we've had a great night tonight, dude. Like, this has been outstanding.
It was a good night.
Yeah, man. It
was a good night.
This has been awesome, man. We've been going now, coming up on 2 hours. I was trying to find a way for us to weave in that 2 hour mark, because I feel like that's a good, comfortable spot for us to say, okay, man, we did a good job. And you know, that I think this went really well. I had a great time with this tonight, bro. I did, man. You know, and you did, dude. Dude, so much fun.
Oh, dude, it was great. It was great. It was great. Great vibes. Great. You got a pile of people coming in, hanging out with us. It was. We got to kind of be a little more us, a little less YouTubey tonight, which is, for men like us, is nice.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's a little bit of freedom that we can enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, but keep it respectful and kept it decent. Just shared our thoughts on some things, and it was a good night, man. It was a good night. I think this might happen again.
Man, apparently we were hitting the mark, because for me, man, 90-some people in the chat, that's a record on my side.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that wasn't for long, but what I mean is, just to have them there for a minute or two was good. But 60-some people for almost an hour, bro.
Well,
for us, that's.
I mean, it showed it was getting pushed. It was getting pushed. You know, that was pretty good. That's awesome, man.
So shout out to Brother Gen X's community for coming over and hanging out and being a part of everything, man. You guys are just awesome. Shout out to Creating Change community. Shout out to everybody that just stopped in, man. We appreciate it. It's an honor and a privilege to have you as an audience member, and we just appreciate you giving us your time. It's valuable. You don't have much of it, and to give us a little piece of it, I can't say thank you enough. So, Brother Gen X, and to your community, thank you. I appreciate you, everybody there. I'm not going to try to go through and name everybody, dude. We'll have another 2 hour program going here, but you know, shout out to you guys, man. Every one of you. You know, if you're on my channel, I encourage you, please go to Brother Gen X and check him out. And if you want support, man, he's got an awesome community. And shout out to your community. If you haven't been over to see me, my name is Guy. Please come over to Creating Change and consider, you know, watching a video and maybe subbing up and come to a live stream. You got at Guy and Shine as well. I encourage you to come there. Me and Brother Shine, another outstanding leader of the community and a member of just my little journey here since pretty much December. You know, we have a shared channel now, and we encourage y'all to come over, check us out, and just be a part of the good vibes, man. Be a part of the community. So, guys, we appreciate y'all. Brother Gen X, I'll holler at you here in just a second if you want to stick around for just a minute, or if you got to go, I understand.
Yes,
but if not,
I got a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to drop us off here. I'm going to find us a song. Okay. This is, I guess y'all, let's see, I'm going to put another, I hate to just keep playing my songs, but being, I guess it's my channel. I'll go ahead and play my song. Right here's another little song called Just So Many Miles Between Us. I wrote this little song headed back to Bel Air, Maryland, from here in Virginia one night with my dad. He was driving, and I wrote this little song going up there, man. It's called Just So Many Miles Between Us. True story. So, guys, appreciate y'all being here. If you don't mind, like, subscribe, share if you feel so led. If not, we really don't care. We just appreciate y'all being here. Just so many miles between us. There can be so many more. Been so long since I've seen you. Some I've never seen before. Well, I make a promise to myself God knows I'll keep. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. It's worth every rest stop, and Daddy, I need to pee, so my son can be around the ones that mean so much to me. Well, I want him to know you and love you all just like me. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. As the miles go by, my mind begins to go to the memories I've made from so many years ago. And I make a promise to myself, God knows I'll keep. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. It's worth every rest stop, and Daddy, I need to be, so my son can be around the ones that mean so much to me. Well, I want him to know you and love you all just like me. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between.